Brunei Darussalam tranquility, safety, first-class amenities, and distraction-free environment make the destination ideal for focus and productive incentive trips or business meetings, brainstorming sessions, corporate retreats, team building events, conferences, or product launch. As a small, peace-loving nation, Brunei Darussalam is a safe, stable, healthy, wholesome, and sincerely hospitable society, which makes it an ideal holiday destination for families with children. The Brunei tourism industry has enormous room for expansion, which provides great opportunities to foreign investors with or without local partners. Brunei Darussalam genuinely welcome foreign investment and other forms of collaborations in the tourism industry. With very little competition and generous government support and incentives, the tourism and hospitality industry in Brunei Darussalam is indeed an attractive investment destination as well as a cinematic tourism destination. I would like to take this opportunity to invite all of you to visit and see for yourself why Brunei Darussalam is known as the Green Heart of Borneo, and to explore the tourism investment potential as well as cinematic tourism opportunities in the kingdom of unexpected treasures. Thank you for your kind attention.
A pleasant good afternoon to all of you. Distinguished JS, Pandey, our excellencies, representatives from different missions, experts in the area of film and media, all the distinguished members of the dais, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me first and foremost, of course, to congratulate the organizers of this conference on cinematic tourism with special focus on the Northeast. The Northeast of India is a region of importance to Southeast Asia where we belong. It is, after all, India's gateway to us. With India's Look East and Act East policy, India is deepening its engagement with Southeast Asia through the Northeast in the areas of connectivity, commerce, and culture. The engagement of India through the Northeast with Southeast Asia is most welcome. On the first C, connectivity, all of us know that this encompasses more than just physical connectivity, which means infrastructure development. It also means institutional connectivity, which means harmonization of regulation. But the more important element of connectivity, which is at the heart of this conference, is the people-to-people connectivity that is undertaken through education, people-to-people exchanges, and tourism. This conference is significant because it provides a link between what we say cinema, film, with what is called tourism. This nexus, however, is not as straightforward as what has been explained. And I will talk off the cuff right now. A lot of us saying were experiences of this. Because of the Lord of the Rings, many of the people are actually traveling to New Zealand and going to the location of the film of the Lord of the Rings. The same has happened with the Harry Potter series, where many people are now actually visiting London. And that has actually also happened in our region, where many, because of the influence of Korean telenovela, many of the people in Southeast Asia are actually visiting Seoul and Jeju Island because of what has actually been depicted in many of their films, as well as their, what they call TV series. But the tourists who are actually attracted because of a film will only be able to realize the actual visit. As I mentioned earlier, it can be a visceral experience, in which case a good film can raise the understanding and awareness of a person about a different country, its people, and its culture. But beyond the vicarious is actually the actual visit to the country itself. And here there are different aspects that have to be addressed. The issue of access, which was mentioned. Do they have direct flights, or do they not have direct flights? Is it easy to apply for a visa or not? Are there facilities to actually accommodate the tourists? Are there services that actually meet certain standards? And are there necessary support that will encourage greater tourists to get to the country? So there are a number of elements that need to be addressed. I am not an expert, but I feel that while it is important for us to consider the link between films and tourism, it is important for us to address key issues and concerns for us to be able to move forward. Now, what is the Philippine experience? Well, I want to tell you, the Philippines is actually one of the larger film-producing countries in Southeast Asia. In fact, we had our first film in 1919, and film was actually introduced to the country as silent movies, as documentary, the late 1800s by Swiss nationals who came to the country. So the film industry in the country remains one of the oldest industry. It's also one in the region that has the large level of theater admission. We have actually gone from a cycle of birth pangs in terms of the early 1990s to the development of film, whether it be nationalist film, war films, films that are actually talking about society and issues, to now different types of films. But we've also
So that is what my main humble request to the people who has come here, and they should look into this matter. Thank you very much.
Along with Dr. Gulchan Chand.
Thank you very much. It looks really bad that I'm leaving, but I'm having shooting, so I have to leave. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, and we look forward to having some shoot in Northeast region very soon after we answer your questions. Very kind of you. Thank you so much for that. Ladies and gentlemen, we now have Cameron Rath New.
Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure and honor for me to attend the conference on behalf of my ambassador. I'm very agreed with the idea that you need now to connect with the media entertainment industry and the cinematic tourism and ASEAN country and Northeast India. Because I remember that when I study in France, suddenly there are a lot of French tourism come to Vietnam just because he see some film shooting in Vietnam. 3 films with Dien Bien Phu and Love and Indochine. So I think that you can do together, because if only one country do, it's difficult. But if you work together, you can have a good success. So I imagine, I'm not working in cinematic matters, but I imagine if there are one movie shooting in Northeast India and also in Vietnam or ASEAN country, that should be very interesting, because people can see many beautiful landscapes in India and also from Vietnam, from ASEAN country. So as the consulate Chinan in Mumbai, and also we work for that with also my ambassador in New Delhi. So please contact me if you have some project or something that you try to find some partner. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thai Commissioner, Renai Darus. So we kindly request you to felicitate. Can I request all the ladies and gentlemen to put your hands together and applause for our dignitaries? Thank you very much. So a humble request to you to felicitate our Councillor, Economic Section, Vietnam Embassy. Mr. Ekpol Poonpipat, Honorary Consul General of Royal Thai Consulate General in Mumbai.
He has not come.
Okay, I'm sorry. We did love to invite upon Ms. Kalpana Lajmi. You're on the dais. Love to felicitate you. We come here. Sure. Hearty, hearty congratulations to you, ma'am. Hearty, congratulations, everyone. And we love the attire you're wearing. We love the traditional outfit. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Please put your hands together for Shri Jyoti Kalash, IAS, Principal Resident Commissioner, Governor.